Hi everyone, we're back with a ninja reporters in Lucerne, Harjit,
Hello everybody, hello world.
and we have a new featured speaker that we want to interview, having a small conversation with. So Ronnie, welcome. Um,
Thank
who are
you.
you? Who are you? For the ones who don't know you.
Yeah. Well, my name is Ronni Pedersen. I'm a Microsoft MVP for 16 years now. Right now, I'm currently a dual MVP in both Microsoft Security and Windows. But basically everything that touches the end user and the end user device is what I'm working on. And I also run the Danish sub of Workplace Ninjas. So we have a community. Our next meeting is just next week. I don't know when this will be published, but today it's next week. So we have monthly meetings. Mainly everything is run online for our user group, and and we really enjoy working
Yeah,
with you guys in the main workplace ninja brand.
right.
So we are very happy to be part of the family.
Excellent. Where are you located, Ronnie?
I'm located in Denmark, in the middle of Denmark. But it's a very small country. You know, it's basically one of the smallest country in all of Scandinavia. So it will take estimated 3 or 4 hours to drive from one end of the country to the other. It's a very small country.
So you don't
Yeah.
you don't have far to go to Lucerne. It's not going to be a hardship for you to travel there.
Oh, no. That's the best part about having this in Lucerne is that it's probably less than a 2-hour flight, and it's so much easier than if we are going to Ignite or to the MVP Summit or all the US conferences. So it's really happy to be able to be home for the weekend after
Right.
after an event like this. So I really enjoy having this event, and this is really one of my favorite events in Europe. So I really enjoy being part of this event this year.
Yeah, we were going to ask you that question, right? Like, what do you think about Ninja Summit? You've been there before. What's your takeaways from it? The vibes, the energy, the sessions, and stuff like that. So, seems like
Oh no,
it's great.
I'm really excited that someone I know how much work it is to organize and have these
Mhm.
events. And most of the events, traditionally has always been in the US. And of course there's been tech ed and small ignite events all over Europe. But most of these events has always been more broadly, with
Mhm.
more trying to hit everything from SharePoint and Office, including Windows, Intune, and some developers, and all of that. And one of the things that I really like about the Workplace Ninja Summit is that many of the people just like me who work with Intune, who work with Windows, who work with security, we really miss this place where we can go and say, hey, this is the one place where we can go and learn everything that we need to do in order to do our job, and don't be going to boring keynotes about developers and stuff like that that we don't even understand. So the focus that this events give, and also especially from last year, where we
Mhm.
saw the attention from the Microsoft product group, that they know that this is one of the places that they should go, is really big
Valuable.
thing when you are working with. So if you love Intune and that's your thing, I would still say that this is so far my favorite events in Europe, and I
Excellent.
love the 1 hour flight. Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine the 1 hour flight, but I know a smaller country than Denmark, but don't talk about that. Um,
Yeah.
you are joining us for the fifth time fourth time. I don't know, but I think you were all the time, all the virtual and the physical ones. You were at all conferences, isn't it?
I've been a speaker at all the events so far. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how many that is, but I know I've been to all of them.
It is our fifth anniversary this year. So 2 years ago, you were in Lucerne as well. What was, and I know you were a few days before, or you stay a bit longer. So, what places did you visit at that moment? So, if attendees come to Lucerne, what place should visit they?
It's a must.
Oh, unfortunately, last year I actually attended a couple of days before. But the year before that in Lucerne, I unfortunately I didn't get the
Ah,
chance
okay.
to stay
Okay.
extra days there because we were having the company that I work with, we had a team building event at Mallorca in the weekend up to this event. So I was actually flying directly from Mallorca and then
That's so hard,
to
right? What
Lucerne.
such a hard life, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but we need to. That's a big message to attendees. So the weekend before, go to Mallorca. There is a
yes,
bigger. There's a lot of sun, and then come to
yeah.
Switzerland.
It was a perfect match. So yes, I would definitely do that again. I'm actually planning to do something similar this year because this year I expect to go to Malaga in Spain, where we will have the team exactly the same team event, and then we will actually fly from Malaga and then directly
Ah, great,
to
great.
Zurich. So we will do it again. But I do plan to spend a few extra day after the event because Lucerne, and that's probably what you are referring to.
Yeah.
It's an amazing and beautiful place to go. And yeah, I can't say this enough. If you have the time and you can go there and you have the opportunity to spend a few extra days, it's a very
It's
beautiful
worth it.
area. And
Yeah.
I love hiking especially, and that's just it's very beautiful, and it's for some reason the weather is always nice in Switzerland, so it is one of my favorite places to go.
Awesome.
Please know Mount Pilatus. That is the one you should visit.
Mount
That was
Pilatus.
for this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was.
Yeah.
Um, one last question. In general, what do you want to give the attendees on the conference, mainly regarding workplace security, whatever?
Well, I don't want to spoil everything yet, but we are definitely bringing some new and cool stuff to the event this year, and we have already started to working on the content. Of course, one of the things that is really close to my heart is embracing all the great tools that is created by the community. So this is always something that I try to fit
Mhm.
into my sessions and try to see what you can actually find out there that can build on top of what Microsoft has already built. Um, we will also talk a lot about the troubleshooting real world scenarios and how we have implemented all these things, and now especially with the big release of the Intune suite in February, we are starting to see more and more customers adopting these things, especially within the EPM or the endpoint privilege management
Right.
part of the suite, and we have some very exciting interesting customers who has been very early on adopting this. So we will try to take as much that experience and what we have learned
Right.
and put that into to our sessions that we deliver. But if you come to my sessions, it will always be around Intune, best practices, lessons learned, community tools, troubleshooting.
Security.
Something that you can, and security, of course,
Hmm.
something that you can take home. So basically, everything that we've been struggling with over the last year is what we will try to put together and see what solutions have we come
Hmm.
up with. So
That's perfect, Ronnie. Perfect. And I love that you mentioned that you're gonna bring your learnings and experiences from your customers that you deal with. There's no better than to learn exactly what's going on in the real world, right? And how to solve those problems and mitigate them. fantastic.
You
It's
know.
gonna be you're gonna do great at Ninja Summit. We're excited.
And that's actually one of the best part about being a presenter at this event. Every time you do a session, and this guy comes up after the session and say, we have actually been struggling with this for
Mm.
for the last 3 or 6 or whatever months, and this is exactly what we needed, and now I can go home and solve this. This is what it makes it all worth to me. This is, when you get that kind of feedback, that this is really something that has helped us. So the feedback from the audience is really great.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
definitely, people need to visit the Workplace Ninja Summit and come to your session. So thanks for joining us at the moment to have a short conversation and to make people aware of what we are going to do in Lucerne in September. So thanks for that, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here and for being a featured speaker. Congrats on being a featured speaker. So we're excited. I'm excited to see you.
I'm looking forward to see you in September.
All right. Cheers.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.